Come check this. Come check this.
Leatherboard. Feels kind of like cork. They call it leatherboard. And I'm going to glue that to the back of this leather piece. And then we're going to, cut this portion out of it. But so let's glue. This has no smell. Yes, it costs more, but it's worth it. And so I'm just going to smear this glue on the back, spread it around, and then I have to let it kind of air dry for about 10 minutes or so. And on the other end. Okay, so we have this one done. I'll put that aside and let's bring in this leather board. This was rolled up and it's going to be tough to get that curl out of it. But then again, it has to curl around the top of the bag, right? Maybe it won't be such a bad thing to have a curl. Let's apply more glue here. I have some more of this glue coming in from Amazon to Wednesday. This is all I have left, about half a bottle's worth. I use it with every project. It's one of my inspiration projects. I love to go on Pinterest and look for purse ideas and match up a pattern that I might have and, change it up a bit, tweak it a bit, and then come up with an inspiration piece. Okay, this is tacky, but we need to wait a little bit for this. I'll be back. Stuck. All right, so let's get these two together. My word. Okay. Okay, we did it. Now I have my little roller here. I'm gonna So now here's the back and here's the front. And now we have a nice consistency for our zipper overlay. So since this is going to have an end where it might flip up, because this part is going to have a rivet, but this is not going to be sewn down. The pattern calls for putting these little leather tabs on the ends so that when I cut this out, we're going to have these little leather tabs on these ends just to, someone flips the thing, they won't see this board. So now I'm going to glue these on and I'll be back. I have the tabs glued on to the bottom. And now we're going to take our pattern and trace it onto the back side of this, and then I'll cut it out. My box cutter, and we're going to cut this out. Okay. I got one edge done with, and now this is going to be the second edge. Okay, there we go. When they're this nice and skinny, I'll use them to tie up leather hides with. Okay, so this is what we have so far. Nice straight edge here. I see I could tweak this a little bit. And so the only thing left is to cut out the center where the zipper is and use my punch, and it'll just clean cut these little round edges. Okay, let's cut the inside. Down to the last cut. Okay, there we go. And now here's our zipper overlay. We'll go right across the top of the bag and curve down the sides. Little D-ring to attach the strap and a rivet. I still have to round the corners, but if you flip it up, you see leather, not corkboard. This is so pretty, huh? So now I have to buff or burnish the edges and paint them after I round the corners. Insert the zipper, and that will be ready. Okay, so this is the last corner, and then we'll have all the corners done. All right, here's our burnishing gum. It's real smooth, put it on. So the idea of burnishing, you're polishing the leather by using this, usually it's a piece of wood. They come in all different shapes and sizes, but you're just gonna cause friction with this medium, this gum. The friction heats up the leather and it just smooths it out, just polishes it. Wipe out the excess, and it's very nice. Here's my paint color, and it matches pretty perfect. Okay. These are the side panels of the bag, right? So it'll be like this. This is the lining. What I've done to these side panels is I have glued a foam adhesive to it. This foam is 1/16 inch thick. And then I glued the lining on top of the foam. This gives this bag a lot of structure. And then I've cut out the space that will be the window to fit the window of the zipper tab overlay. So it's going to go like this and down the side, and so you need to have an opening. Let me see if I can do this so you can see. The zipper isn't taped down yet. Okay, so you will have an opening so the zipper can open and close all the way to that point. Okay, so I did my little 2 or 3 stitches on the back side here on each one so that these are fixed in place for the next step.
look at this crazy looking thing. We got 4 sections, sides and front and back panels here and here. So I have never made a bag with this construction idea. This is something very foreign and very exciting at the same time. I guess it's because I've never made the quote-unquote Boston bag, but this is pretty cute and curious. Okay, so the next step is to sew the whole zipper overlay panel over the window.